Welcome to Nagesh Karajagi Orchid School. I am Abhilasha teacher teaching you grade 4 science. Today we are going to learn our new topic. Now let us see the board. Before starting our new topic, I would like to recall some points from previous lesson. In previous lesson, we have learned safety at home. Second point was safety at school. Third point was safety at play. Fourth, safety on the road. And fifth point was first aid. These 5 points we have learned in our previous lesson. Now tell me which things you do every day? Yes, you brush your teeth 2 times a day. Yes, when you see the tap on, that time you off that tap or switch off that tap, or sometimes when you want to wash your face, hands or feet, that time you on the tap or you use the tap, right? You eat your meal every day? Yes. You do activities? Yes, you do yoga, you are playing every day. Yes or no? Yes. For doing these activities, you have to apply some action, means you have to apply the force or energy you required for doing this. Am I right? Yes, without energy you can't do these things. So today our lesson force, work and energy. Today we are going to learn lesson number 4. From that, so name of our lesson is force, work and energy. You use the force to do some activities. We will see how it works. So in this lesson we are going to learn about force, kind of force, work, simple machines and energy. In this topic we are going to learn these 5 points. Sixth one, source of energy. We are going to learn this 6 point from our this lesson. Once again I will repeat: force, kind of force, work, simple machines, energy, and 6th one is source of energy. So let us learn our first point, that is force. We will learn what is meant by force and how it apply to the object or you are doing activities. When you push an object like cart, it moves. Yes, see in this picture, when you were child, that time you use this cart to play. That time you push that cart and it was moving. When you go to D-Mart, that time you take the trolley. That time you use the push force, means you are pushing that trolley, so it is moving. Without pushing that object or that trolley, it is not moving. Object also move if you pull it towards yourself. Yes, when you will pull the object, it also come towards yourself. Yes, you can see both the force in one picture. Pull and push. When you will push the object, that time it move away from you, and when you will pull the object to pull, that time it will come towards yourself. Can you think of other objects you push or pull to make them move? Yes, you have seen now cart and some box that can pull or push and they will move. But there are some other objects also, if you will push or pull to make them move. Yes, can you think? Let us see the pictures. Yes, what is this? It is a zip. When you will pull up the zip, it will close. Yes, which picture it is? Yes, it is a remote of TV. When you on the TV or off the TV, that time you press the button. Means what you are doing? You are pushing to that button, so it works. So zip you are pulling up and that buttons you push. We'll see the next picture. Yes, what that girl is doing? Yes, that girl is closing the door. And what that boy is doing? Yes, he is opening the door for the cat. Means both the children, what they are doing? If you will push the door, that time, means if you want to close the door, that time you have to push it, and when you want to open the door, that time you have to pull that door. Means pull and push. This force you are applying on the door. Yes, what that boy is doing? He is playing with kite. Yes, and what about the second picture? Yes, that somebody is opening the desk of a table. Means what? That when you are playing with the kite, that time you have to pull the kite, and when you want to open the drawer, that time you have to pull that drawer. Means in these pictures the action is pull they are using. Means when you want to play with the kite, that time you have to apply pull action, and when you want to open the drawer, that time also you have to pull force, or you have to pull that. Yes, see these two pictures. In the first picture, that boy is pushing to the swing, means it is moving, and when you want to open the door of a fridge, or that boy is opening the fridge, that time he is applying the pull force on the door of a fridge. So now you have understood the pull and push force. So doing the actions, we have to pull or push the object. To move something, you either push or pull it. Yes, just now you have seen in the picture, to move something or to move the object, you have to push or pull it. That time only it will move. Otherwise, without any action, it will not move. Yes. We'll see the definition of force. To push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. Once again I will read. To push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. When force is applied to an object, it begins to move. Yes, just now you have seen the example. When you will apply the force to an object, it will move, or it will, means if you want to open the door without any action, it will not move. You have to do some activities or you have to do the action. That time only it will move. Yes, what else force can do? Force can stop a moving object. Yes, force also can stop moving object. Yes, see these pictures. When you play the football, that time the ball is forcefully coming to yourself. That time you apply the force on a ball and it will stop. Or when you are playing the ball, that time you apply the force on a ball, so it will stop. So force can stop a moving object. Second, force can change the direction. Yes, if you will apply the force to the object, it will change the direction of moving object. Once again I will read. Force can change the direction of moving object. Now we'll see the examples. Yes, in the first picture, that boy is throwing a ball, means that boy is applying force on that ball with his hands. And in the second picture, that boy is hitting a ball, means that boy hits the ball with a bat, means he is applying a force on a bat, so it will move towards different side. Means the bowler throws the ball in front of that batsman and that batsman hit the ball in the different direction. So force can change the direction of moving object. Force can also change the shape of an object. Yes. What is this? This is a can. When you will apply the force to this can, it will change its shape. Means if you will crush that can, it will change its shape. Now fourth one was, force can also change the shape of an object. Yes, force can also change the shape of an object. Yes. You are playing with the clay or you are doing a clay modeling, means what you are doing, you are applying force on that clay and you make the shape you want. So force can also change the shape of an object. Now we'll see the quick review of about force. A push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. Once again I will read. A push or pull that acts on an object is called a force. Force means you have to apply push or pull. With the help of a force, we can pull or push an object. Yes, when you want to move object, that time you have to pull or push. Force can slow down, remain in place or change the shape of object. Just now you have seen in the picture, a force can slow down. If the moving object is there, if you will apply the force, that time it will slow down. It also remain in place or change the shape of object. Yes, the force means if the force is applied to the object, it will remain in place or change the shape of object. If you will apply the force to something, it will change their shape also. Now we will see what kind of force will apply on the objects. Means our second point is the kind of force. There are different kinds of force that can act on an object. Yes, just now you have seen which force you are applying to the object, means pull or push. This you are applying to an object, but there are different kinds of force that can act on an object. Those are the force of friction and second the force of gravity. Once again I will read. The force of friction and second the force of gravity. These two kind of force are applied to an object. We'll see the first one, the force of friction. When you push a toy car on carpet, it slows down and stop after some time. Yes, when you are playing with a toy car, after some time without applying any force, it will stop. Why it is? You know? Okay, we will see how it will stop. The force which acts on the car to slow it down is called force of friction. Means the force of friction is applied to that car so that after some time it will stop. Friction means the action of one surface or object rubbing against another. Once again I will read. Friction means the action of one surface or object rubbing against another. Means when you are playing with that toy car, after some time it will stop. Why? Because the surface of car or the tire and the surface of floor, they are rubbing against each other, so because of friction it will stop. Friction occurs when the toy car rubs against rough surface of the carpet. Yes, our carpet is little bit rough, so friction occur in between the toy car and surface of carpet, so it will stop. Because of friction it will stop. Now push the toy car in smooth surface. Do it travel? Yes. On the smooth surface it will travel? Yes, it will travel. But the force of friction is less on a smooth car. The force of friction is less on a smooth surface. We'll see the quick review about the force of a friction. When you push a toy car in a rough surface, the friction is more. Friction means the action of one surface or object rubbing against another. When you push car on a smooth surface, the friction is less. Once again I will read. When you push car on a smooth surface, the friction is less. We'll see the force of gravity. When you throw a ball up in the air, it slows down and stops, and then it falls down on the ground. Yes, once again I will read. When you throw a ball up in the air, it slows down and stop and then falls down on the ground. Yes, you can see in this picture. Why it comes down only? Yes, we'll see what is the force of gravity. This is because of force called gravity acts on it. Yes, because of the gravity it will come down. This force pulls the ball down, means because of gravity force that ball will come down. Yes. See in this picture that apples are falling down only. Why? Because the force of gravity. Gravity means the force that attracts a body towards center of earth. Once again I will read. Gravity means the force that attracts a body towards center of earth. Gravity acts on an object on the earth. Yes. When the objects are on the earth, that time the gravity force is applied to that object. Because of the gravity, the objects are on the earth. Yes. Think, if the gravity is not there on the earth, what will happen? Yes, all the objects will not means it will not stop on the earth, it will fly in the air if the gravity is not there on the earth. Due to gravity, the earth pulls object towards it. Yes. Due to the gravitational force or the gravity present on the earth, it pulls object towards it. That is why when you throw anything up, it comes down. Because of gravity, if we will throw any object up, it will come down. We'll see the work. Our third point is work. When you use force to move things, you do work. Yes. When you are applying force, that time you do work. pushing or pulling a book is easy. Yes, if you want to push or pull anything, you need, means it is very easy to do. But pushing or pulling a heavy table is difficult. Yes, if you want to pull or push the table, that time you have to apply a more force to move that object. If heavy object is there, that time you have to apply a more force. Yes, you have to use more force to move the table. So you do more work in moving the table than in moving the book. Once again I will read. You have to use more force to move the table, means if the heavy object you want to move, that time you have to apply more force. So you do more work in moving the table than in moving the books. When you want to apply the force to the heavy object, that time you do more work. If the object is light, that time you have to do less work. We'll see the quick review about work. When you use force to move things, you do work. You have to use force according to objects. Yes, just now I have told you, according to object or according to weight of that object, you have to apply the force, and that force is, yes, means work is depend on your force or that object. Now we will take the review of our today's point. First we have seen a force. Push or pull the object is force. If you apply force to the object, it will move or stop. When you will apply a force to an object, it will move or it will stop. Yes, kind of force are the force of friction, the force of gravity. Yes, these are two kinds of force which acts on a object. Kind of force. We'll see about the friction. It occurs when two objects rub. Yes, it occurs when the two objects rub. Yes, it is more on rough surface. It is less on a smooth surface. The friction is more on a rough surface and the friction is less on smooth surface. Action of rubbing surface and object. Friction means the action of rubbing surface and object. Secondly, we have seen about the gravity. It is force of attraction. Yes, it is the force of attraction. It acts on all objects on the earth. It holds the object on the earth. Yes, because of attraction, the object will the object will come to the earth. Means that earth hold the object because of attraction. And lastly, we have seen about work. When you use force, you do work. Work is depend on force. If you use more force, you do more work. If you have to pick an light object, you do less work. I hope you understood our today's points. I hope you will read the points from the textbook. If you have doubt, just underline and read once again. Thank you.